The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, the stock market is up, it's down, there's a war in Iran. You want to invest in real estate. Where do you begin? It's just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. People ask me all the time if I feel guilty for filing bankruptcy for people. No, I do not. I feel guilty not filing bankruptcy for hardworking families who are struggling every month to put food on the table. Call me now. You have power. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate. First of all, my commitment to you this year is twofold. Number one, if you're thinking about selling your home, I do not trust these websites to give you an accurate reflection of what your house is actually worth. I will send an agent to your home so you can make a really good decision about whether it's time to sell or not sell based on the value of the house. Also, if you have an interest rate more than, let's say, 6% or so, we will evaluate your interest rate to see if it's worth refinancing to save you money every month on your biggest expense, which is your mortgage payment, the PITI. Now, the opening statement. You know, I think that whether it's at my law firm or in the real estate world, AI is obviously having a big impact on everything that we do. You're thinking about, you know what, I'm going to sell my house, or I want to buy a house, I'm going to use AI and just do it all myself. Is that a good idea or not? Let's ask my good friend Tony Tate. Tony, good to see you, man. It's been a little while.
Yes.
You know a lot about AI, Bitcoin. You're sort of technologically advanced, despite having how many grandkids now?
Well, our fifth grandchild will be born in October, so definitely enjoying the mid to late 50s here. I'm loving being full on in my grandpa season.
How is AI impacting real estate?
Well, it's actually impacting real estate a lot of different ways for a lot of different people. First of all, the professionals like myself that are in it, sometimes there is an over-reliance, but a misunderstanding as to what this tool should really be used for. But as far as the consumers, which we are duly licensed to make sure that we, help the public understand exactly the ramifications of real estate, there should probably be more regulation in how even licensees use it. For example, there was an example in California where someone used AI on a property to say, hey, what should I sell my property for? And another agent, the same agent was representing the buyer, and they used that exact same address and the exact same everything. And so they said, that's not a good deal. So now you have the same AI model arguing against itself as to where that's concerned. So you just have to really be careful and know exactly what's going on, because really and truly, the power is in the prompt.
Is it true you think that AI kind of tells you what you want to hear in some ways as well, though?
Yeah, it is. And one of the things that I instruct my agents to do really quickly is that because again, AI wants to serve you, right? Yeah. It is, nobody would continually use a product or service that continually insulted them or belittled their abilities. So there are settings that you can set inside of AI to remove any and all bias and just kind of give it to you straight and use empirical data that has been verified in certain agents when it gives you the answer based on your prompting. But so many agents like to hey, this is how I use AI to price your house in 2 seconds. Well, it takes a little bit more than 2 seconds to really price a home. But the thing that you want to make sure of, above and all, is what you're asking of the AI. And don't be afraid to use what we like to call vibe coding. And vibe coding is really just when you, like the version of ChatGPT you're using, you just kind of tap on it and you're just talking to it. You're kind of sharing your vibe about what you want to know. So it takes what it thinks that you're asking, and then it actually goes and does the actual coding. So when we say vibe coding, that's what we mean. So you can decide, I want to get a thing to tell me about the neighborhood and, this about the neighborhood or that about the neighborhood, whatever you want, and then it'll start creating a report, and then it'll start asking you questions based on what you really want to know. So that's how most of it works.
How competent is AI in telling me what my house is worth?
Unprompted, not very competent.
No.
Yeah, and like I said, the power is in the prompt. So if I were to simply run a simple prompt that says, hey, tell me about the homes in this area that have been sold off market. Well, they're not going to know. Yeah. Or remove the special circumstances such as for sale. The things that we don't weigh as heavily in MLS. that can sometimes make a difference. Now, if you know how to use AI, you might simply say, give me a list of all the homes that sold in my neighborhood over asking or at asking that did not have a special circumstance like a short sale or foreclosure or something of that nature. And then you have to use these integrations that you can plug right into Stellar or plug right into Zillow. God forbid you use that as the only arbiter, but there are lots of websites out there that are super credible that track some of this information. So it's only going to be as good as the interactions and integrations that you have with it and that you plug into it.
You know, I think an informed consumer is good. We want our consumers to be informed. And when I talk about the law firm, I'm getting so many emails from clients now that's obviously ChatGPT telling me exactly how they're going to handle that I should be handling the case. And quite honestly, it's incorrect often.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that in real estate as well? Are you getting these emails from clients saying how you should handle the transaction?
Justin, I am often reminding my customers, please do not confuse your Google search or your ChatGPT results with my real estate license and experience. It's just where you have a little bit of information and you can go awry.
Yeah.
It's somebody told somebody, it's the whole, well, my mom's got a friend at her job who has a nephew that did this thing. It's almost to that level, but electronically.
Yeah.
It's just that level of competency. Now it can do anything mathematical all day, every day. If you have kids that are struggling in math, yeah. But, plug them into ChatGPT, just make sure they understand the work that they're copying down.
Right.
But as far as just on its own, it definitely needs a qualified professional giving it the right prompting to get you the information. Because it's a great tool.
Yeah.
But it's like any other tool. You can use a hammer to put a hole in the wall, or you can use a hammer to secure a loose board.
Absolutely. How do you feel about the real estate market right now as we sit here today?
I feel pretty great about it. One of the things that we talk about in my brokerage is we are boomsday preppers, not doomsday prepping, right? And so we're just preparing. You always want to, our CEO always says, you always want to prepare for the boom and a bust and prepare for the bust and the boom. And so while we were kind of poised, and I know, there's just been some recent, information regarding what the new rates are going to be. Typically, that has to do with where we are, and I think based on the jobs report and stuff like that, and I don't want to do the job of a mortgage professional because I'm a licensed real estate agent, but what I do think as a whole, we're in a great spot. We're at a normal market, because remember, just 5 years ago, we had a record, people, you could just stick a sign in your yard.
Sure.
And have, $100,000 over asking. Well, now it's getting ready to get really competitive with your offers. So I think if consumers that are looking to buy are definitely making sure that their credit is in order, I think they're going to be just fine. And sellers that are experiencing what I call the 5 Ds, death, divorce, debt, diapers, or diplomas, and that diapers could be on either end of the spectrum, you're okay. You're still okay. You're still okay.
Got it. Tony Tate, always a pleasure, man.
Always. Thanks you so
for coming
much
in. See you soon. If you have any complaints about this segment, please send it to ChatGPT and send it right to me. Quick break. You Have Real Estate continues. You have a piece of land, you want to build a custom home. Should you? And where do you turn? That answer is very easy for me. We turn to Chad Newberry Homes every time. You've done so many homes from ground up, but I think the most important thing for me is you do the design and the build at Newberry Homes.
Yeah. It kind of separates us from a lot of the custom home builders in the market. A lot of people come to us and because they have an idea of what they want to do and they want their GC and their architecture team sitting at the same table to help design the house and kind of stay in budget.
Yeah, when it comes to any contractor, trust, Lisa, is the most important part. We see so many people in Florida run away with people's money. They've been around for a long time, very trustworthy.
Very. I mean, it's impeccable. That's why I moved being general real estate for 25 years into this, because of the genuine approach that they have with everybody, the contractors they have, all the way down to the buyers.
I love what you've created. And if you want to learn more about custom home building, we've created the Custom Home Workshop. A QR code is on your screen right now. You can learn all about it. Chad, Custom Home Workshop. Tell me about it.
Yeah, we get a lot of people inquiring about the custom home process and wanting to learn more. And I kind of finally took the initiative to reach out into the community and actually sign people up. And so I spend several hours teaching a class, teaching people what to expect in the custom home process and what the right mindset is so that it's an enjoyable experience. And then we made it fun with some interactive aspects with like Legos and stuff like that to really understand the whole process from start to finish.
It's absolutely amazing. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Chad. If you are thinking about building a house, maybe you have a piece of land you want to build on. Maybe you don't have the land yet, but you know you want a custom home. There's one place to turn. Newberry Homes, QR code on the screen. Check it out today. I'm attorney Justin Clark. We have saved millions of dollars for people with their student loan debt, but things are changing. Is now the time for you to get rid of your student loan debt as well? Call me now. You have power. Welcome back to the show. I wanted to check in on this real estate market. Summer's coming to a close, of course, and you hear all these mixed reviews about the real estate market, like it's hard to sell your house. I don't know. What is true? Let's ask my good friend, Rose Kemp. What's up in this? Hi, Rose. How are you? Good to see you.
Hi, good.
What's going on in this market right now?
It's been a busy summer.
Good.
Lots of activity. Yes, while some homes may be sitting on the market for 3 months, which is not that bad actually, other listings are selling rather quickly. Definitely, I've been noticing lots of buyer activity at all of my listings, regardless of price point.
That's good. That's a good sign, because
really
everyone
good.
has said for the last year, buyers have been waiting on the sidelines, rates have been high. You're seeing more buyers now.
Absolutely, and there's great opportunities for buyers. Obviously, when you're looking at properties under $700,000, they're going to go a lot quicker. But I am seeing also in the luxury market, there's definitely a lot of inventory. So great opportunities for purchasers to be able to negotiate and then get into their home.
I'm trying to sell my house. I have it listed with a real estate agent right now. How do I know if that agent's doing a good job or not?
Are they a realtor?
Okay.
Thank you.
I have my home listed for sale with a realtor.
Yes.
How do I know that realtor is doing a good job?
Communication. Are they communicating with you? Are you getting activity? What type of marketing is going out there? I know that it's very important to get marketing out there, and there's so many different ways of marketing a property, especially in the global market that we're in. So just making sure and communicating with your realtor as to what's going on. You definitely don't want to sit too many days on the market without doing something. So I think my secret, the secret to my success is always touching the listing, always checking it. If I need to tweak the verbiage, do I need to market it in New York, for instance, or California? There's so many different ways of doing that. And of course, social media is a big one too these days.
Most definitely. I want to see what's on the market right now with you right now. There was a time about a year ago, maybe even 6 months ago, where I could see MLS listings and I could actually read them. Now I'm at a point that I've hit 47. I can hardly read them anymore. Is that normal? Is it normal for eyesight to go down that quickly? I need reading glasses, but I don't want to expose you to that.
I've got readers, but I've been wearing glasses since I was 9, so that's different.
All right.
Okay,
It's
you're
just
just
happening
aging.
to me.
I'm not.
Yeah. I can see far away just fine, but up close I'm struggling.
That's all right.
That's normal, right? I know you're not an
that's okay.
optometrist or anything, but it seems normal,
you want
right?
me to borrow my
Let me
pink
see
readers?
this, if you don't mind. First listing for Rose today. Oh my God, I can see perfectly. This is amazing.
You can see perfect.
First listing for Rose.
Yes.
4401 Park Lake Street, Orlando. Tell me about this one.
Oh my gosh.
You probably need
It
that
is,
back now, right?
Actually, I'm fine. It is actually an amazing listing. It's a new listing. It's location. It's right by Baldwin Park.
Yes.
So Baldwin Park, it's the neighbors. And also downtown, easy access obviously to everywhere. But also this property, it's no HOA. It has a huge lot that is 62 by 448 feet. So it's a really big lot, and it's waterfront.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the best part about the property is the property lot, because it is difficult to find waterfront properties. It's on Lake Gear, and it is also a David Weekley city home, like new, only 3 years old.
Wow.
Absolutely stunning home. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, has a summer kitchen, and it's just a great floor plan.
At 1.18?
Yes.
That's pretty good. I know that seems like a lot of money, but if you think about waterfront, no HOA, that size, brand new.
Absolutely.
That's a good number.
It's absolutely a good number. And yes, high activity and definitely super high interest. So that's one of those that you don't want to walk, you want to run to, for sure.
Yeah. Now, we talked about this earlier. This used to be a restaurant in malls, a buffet style, I believe, Piccadilly.
Yes, Piccadilly.
Right? But it's, okay, let me borrow them again. That way I don't mess it up. You know what I mean?
You're okay.
How do I look in pink?
Actually, they look great on you. Real men wear pink.
9528 Piccadilly Skyway, Orlando, Florida, coming in at $745. That's a nice place too.
Yes, and it's in one of the best communities in Lake Nona. It's one of the original ones, North Lake Park at Lake Nona. So this community also has access to Lake Nona, which is really, really kind of cool, besides all of the other amenities that it offers. The home is on a preservation lot, so you don't have any backdoor neighbors. It's 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2,930 heated square feet, built in 2006, and my sellers built a pool in 2017, so it's actually got a newer pool. It's beautiful, and then it also has a summer kitchen out back. Absolutely awesome property, great for a family.
And if you want a pool, let me tell you something. You're like, I'm going to buy the house, I'll put my own pool in. You're talking about $100,000 almost minimum for a pool these days.
Yes.
It's a big deal, and it takes a long time, and it's very hard to trust some of the pool contractors. It's
Understood.
really weird. If you'd like to see either of these properties, Rose will show them to you this weekend, 407-205-0400. Always a pleasure.
I just feel like you got to wear these to close me out here.
I think that's a really good idea.
Yes.
Always a pleasure to see you. Good luck getting to Brazil.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
See you soon. Here's what we're going to do. A very quick break. When we return, You Have Real Estate continues.
So Ryan, not only did you literally change, I don't know, our yard. I'm spending so much time outside. He is too. I mean, he can't even get off the putting green ever.
I've already
but
gotten yelled at.
Well, you know what? It could be worse places.
That's the other problem, though, Ryan, is I got yelled at for having a bad backyard until you came, and now I'm getting yelled at.
And now we can't get him inside.
Because I just want to have a golf club.
Well, you know, we actually have this amazing way for me to come get to you and find you out on the putting green. So pavers, talk to me about the pavers, because when we originally met, I was like, Ryan, I want some cement, I want some whatever it is. I really want that in there to just kind of like change it up so it's not just turf.
Yep. Yeah, so the travertine in this case with turf strips is a very good option for something like that. It's a very elegant look as well. Yeah. We can do pavers or travertine in this scenario like this, to where you have the strips. And it just creates a nice little pathway.
It really just elevates the area, and it looks classy, it's rich. And then we talked about my little dead area over there that we're still working on. I'm gonna put some mulch back there, but you did these bricks, why?
So the brick is a nice little landscape border. It also defines a bed at the same time. And it's not something you're gonna have to replace.
No, I love it. Our yard is just, I don't know, so elevated. And this one's already talking about doing extra projects, so.
I can't help it. I mean, and because it looks so good, you just automatically think, okay, I could do this and that, and I think you should. And again, Ryan, you and I always talk about it. We live in Florida. You know, we're not in Nebraska. We're not in Boston. We spend a lot of time outside. The outdoor areas are so important to the resale value of the house, but maybe more importantly for us, like the enjoyment of our home.
Yeah, exactly. It's really about enjoyment more than anything. That outdoor living space is huge.
I agree.
Well, we love our yard. Stella does too. And it's dog friendly, which is huge, especially for us, because I mean, we're at her home too, and she's just wandering out. She loves it.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I think we're at her home.
Yes, yeah, we are. Definitely. Well, Ryan, thank you for literally changing our home, for making it more beautiful. I'm very happy. I feel like you and Justin are going to be golfing literally in more ways than one.
No question about it.
So.
Yeah, it'll happen.
I didn't say that.
Whatever.
That was me opening.
Do yourself a favor and call Delaturf if you're looking to elevate your space. Really, they can walk you through anything. I mean, they can do the pavers, they can do the bricks. Your dog will love it too. Call Delaturf today.
Welcome back to the show. A couple things came to mind earlier today. Number one is if you're an agent and you're trying to figure out where to hang your license, how do you make that decision? But also if you're thinking about buying or selling a house, how do you choose the right agent for you? No one better to ask those questions than my good friend Elisha Lopez. Hello, how are you?
Wonderful.
Let's start with a new agent, all right? I'm a new agent. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm committed. I'm committed to this career of real estate. How should I determine where to hang my license?
So, like I always say, who you hang your license with is always going to be that difference maker between getting out that gate fast and strong and making money quickly, or sitting around wishing, hoping, and wondering where your career is going to go. Yeah. So experience absolutely matters, because there's agents right now that they are doing well, but maybe they've only been in the business a year or two. Maybe asking them who trained them would be a good question. But the more experience and the more success with that experience that a team lead has, that's going to be your best bet.
Let's talk about commission split a little bit, because I think that the commission splits vary wildly amongst brokers. What is kind of a normal commission split?
You know, they're all over the place. Yeah. And a lot of times agents are like, okay, I want to hang my license with where I have the most money I'm going to take home. And like, I understand that, because every penny counts. But just because maybe 90-10 or 95-5 seems like you're taking home more money, but if you don't close anything, you're actually taking home less. Right. So it's not necessarily what you get to take home, it's how are you going to learn how to actually make money? And if you're on a team, if you're provided leads, all of those things are going to be a difference maker. So it's more like how much money you want to make and how could I reach that goal.
So, you know, let's say someone is thinking about selling their house now, and there's obviously plenty of real estate agents out there, plenty of real estate brokers, and they're trying to decide who to hire. How important is it, like Coldwell Banker, Keller Williams, how important is that actual name when it comes to deciding who to hire as my agent?
Yeah, it used to be extremely important, but I would say in the last 5 years, maybe even 10 years, it's not the name of the franchise, it's the actual listing agent. You know, are they an individual agent? Are they part of a team? And again, their experience. Because if you're a seller and I sit down with you and I've sold no houses, but my team has sold hundreds of houses, and I can prove to you my value and show you how well I've been trained and what I bring to the table with my team, we're awesome. Yeah. Like, you're like, wow, okay, I have confidence in that. But if I don't have any value to bring to the table, like, not that they might not like you, right? But it's like, it's hard to put that such a huge price tag in the hands of no experience. Sure. And so agents should be like, oh, I haven't done anything before, but that's okay. But who you hang your license with, that's going to make the difference. Because sometimes with new agents, I have to go in with them, or have an experienced agent, my team help them. And sometimes I don't. But the fact that you have that at your, how would I say, like, you know, at your, to be able to use if needed. Sure. That's a big deal.
Yeah, I totally agree. So when you go to a listing appointment, you're meeting someone who's thinking about selling their house, what are some of the questions that you get from a seller? And what is your advice to a potential seller about the questions they should be asking their broker or real estate agent?
So I always ask them, are they interviewing other agents? And I like to do that on the phone, like the pre-qualifying stuff, even prior to getting in front of them. A lot of agents like, oh no, I don't want to ask that, because like, I don't want to make them think of something. They've already thought about that. Yeah. And so it's better to just like lay all the cards on the table and get it out of the way so you know what you're up against. And I encourage a seller to interview other agents, because I know what I bring to the table, and most agents are not going to be able to bring what I bring.
Sure. What should they be asking their agent at that listing appointment? What are some of the things they should ask the agent to make sure that agent's qualified?
What they do differently than any other agent out there. Because again, like 10 years ago, say like, oh, I'm going to put your property in the MLS and you're going to be syndicate over 2,000 plus, you know. But now everybody has that. So if an agent's saying that now, right there's a red flag, because that's everybody. Like the minute you join an MLS, I don't care if you're in Alaska, I can guarantee you that you're going to get on every platform out there.
Absolutely. And Marion County real estate obviously is still significantly less than the cost of real estate here in Orange County. What is the difference now?
So actually, we've been at that, 45, 46% for years. And values in Marion County have recently dropped this last quarter that the stats are out for the previous quarter, that we're down like 4 to 6% than we were last year. But we're still between 45 and 47% less than here in Orange County or even Sumter County. So no matter what, we're good.
Such an affordable place for people to buy a house if they can't afford a house here, or for investing in real estate. It's really unbelievable. I have a QR code on the screen for Elisha. She'll be happy to send you what's on the market now, or maybe you own real estate anywhere in Northern Florida, I'd be happy to sell it for you as well. Great job.
Thank you.
Good to see you. See you next week. We're closing the show here, right? Yes. Thank you to our amazing guest, our wonderful team. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.